Hey guys, Ronan here. It is Wednesday. We're emphasizing the waistline with our exercises today, and we are going to be working for 6-minute blocks followed by a 30-second rest. So you got to earn that 30 seconds worth of rest every 6 minutes. Okay, everything we do is going to be a 30-second movement, and then we're going to go straight into the next one. So there's no 5-second transition time today. No 5-second transition time. It is literally 30 seconds on one exercise, straight into 30 seconds on the next exercise until we've completed 6 minutes. At the point we've completed 6 minutes, we get a 30-second breather. That's when you go get your water, swear at the camera, whatever you need to do, and then we get into a block of 3 new exercises. So all you need for this session today is your kettlebell, dumbbell equivalent, single arm weight, a bit of space, no need for a chair, a bench, anything like that. It's entirely kettlebell and you with some floor space. Alright, so we'll just let a couple more people come online and then we'll get into it. Hey Krav, hey Arona, hey Kira, hey Susie, how we doing? Hey Curly, hey Nin, hey Carol. Carol, I think this is you're still with me on every session so far, Carol. Fair play if you are. Hey Nat, hey teens, hey Karen, hey Tim Lamb 19. How we doing guys? Hey Sharon, come on in. 30 seconds break, did I hear correct? You did hear correct, Susie Flood. 30 seconds break, but before you get your 30 seconds break, you have to do 6 minutes solid. So you got to earn that 30 seconds with 6 minutes worth of work. Okay guys, so we're going to get into, hey away from Sharon Predovich. Hey Sharon, here's my emojis here. Okay, let's get into this guys. So we're straight on into our warm up, onto our back. We're going to keep our heels in nice and tight to our bum. We're going to drive our hips up into the sky and we're going to drop our hips back down, tip floor and go again. So we're just waking up the hamstrings and the glutes. We're getting our posterior chain firing. Getting ready for our kettlebell swings. I always like to start a session with an exercise that we'd be massively familiar with. And in this case, it's going to be kettlebell swings. It's a bit of a twofer. Okay, raise one leg into the air. Reason number one is because it's a movement pattern that we actually know, so we don't actually have to overthink or really concentrate on it. You can just get the ball rolling, change sides. And then number two is we can develop from that exercise into the next exercise without much confusion, which basically allows us to hit the ground running from the start of the session. Okay, back to 2 feet down. Good, so we're driving through the heels because we're activating those hips and glutes, which are really important for pretty much all compound movements involving the lower body. Okay, so we're going to stay in the on our backs. We're going to put our hands in crucifix position. We're going to raise our leg up and across the body. A few clicks and cracks. Keep the shoulder blades on the floor. Up, back, down, and then change sides. Up, across, click, click, click. Up, back, down. So we're alternating between left and right, and we're trying to keep our shoulder blades on the floor as we work. That's it. Up and across. That's it. Oh, we didn't put any tunes on today, Nick, did we?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, probably put. What are we going to get? ABBA?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi or ABBA. Oh, God. Good. Keep rotating that spine as much as possible, guys. We're looking to activate those glutes along with our T-spine, getting as much of a rotation as possible. A couple more reps. And then we're going to flip around into the high plank position. Best breakdancer moves. And we're going to bring our left foot forward beside our left hand. And then we're going to rotate that left arm up and around. Bring it back down and change. Right foot beside the right hand. Up and around. And back down. So we're just trying to twist as much as possible to complement the crossbody kicks we just did. While also getting a nice hip flexor stretch. And a little bit of hamstring and groin in there as well. So remember what we're doing today, guys. Each exercise, it's going to be 30 seconds. And one exercise leads straight into the next. So for example, we're going to be going kettlebell swing, and the kettlebell swing moves straight into rear lunges, and then rear lunges move straight into half kneeling overhead press. So you can see how one movement can be moved into the next, literally without any rest or transition time required. So that's the aim here. We're going to go 30 seconds worth of swings, and then we're going to go 30 seconds worth of rear lunge, and then 30 seconds worth of half kneeling press. Okay, last one. So we're going to hook our fingers under our toes at the bottom of a squat, and then we're going to raise our hips as high as possible, stretch out the hamstrings and lower back, and then sit yourself down into a perfect squat, knees outside elbows. And then hips nice and high again every 3 seconds or so. We don't want to hold the stretch for longer than 3 or 4 seconds. We want to keep the power in the muscles, keep it dynamic in the stretch. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with kettlebell swings. So make sure you have your kettlebell, dumbbell, bag of books, tin of paint, whatever it is to hand, and get ready to swing for 30 seconds. So it's 30-second swings, 30 seconds rear lunge, and 30 seconds worth of half kneeling press. We have 4 rounds of 30, 30, 30, and then we're into a 30-second break, and then a solid core round. 3, 2, 1, let's go into our swings. So remember, with your swings, keep an eye on that posture, shoulders back, squeeze your core, drive aggressively into the floor with the soles of the feet. Your glutes are going to be tight at the top because you're getting full hip extension. 15 seconds, and then we're going to go straight into rear lunge, and we're going to be holding the bell on our shoulder as we do. So for the first round, I'm going to hold it up on my right shoulder, but I'm going to alternate my rear lunge. 3, 2, 1, up onto the shoulder, rear lunge, maintain that hip width. So you can see there is no need for that 5-second window at the end of the 30 seconds in order to get the rear lunge going, because that swing essentially just locks the bell or knocks the bell up onto the shoulder and allows you to keep moving without any need for moving around in between. 5 seconds, then we're going to put one knee down on the floor. It's going to be your right knee if you're holding on the right shoulder, and press overhead. So you can see the rear lunge sets you up straight away for the overhead press. So in 20 seconds time, we're into round 2 of 4. Big squeeze on your core as you push under. Keeping everything nice and solid. 10 seconds, and then we're up into swings. I'm going to go alternates. You can mix it up any way you want. 3, 2, 1. Up we get into swings, no rest. Earn that rest period. That's going to be coming up at the end of the 6-minute block. So shoulders back, chest out, head up. I figured if we can get those exercises moving seamlessly from one to the next without any compromise on technique, then we can build up those 5 seconds into a nice 30-second block. 5 seconds, we're into rear lunge. I'm going to shoulder out my left side. 1 and rear lunge. Kick back, drop, up, feet hip width, kick back, drop, up, feet hip width. And the aim here is to string all these movements with full range together at a medium to slightly higher than medium tempo, which in turn gets the heart rate high, and the sheer volume will ensure that heart rate remains high. 3, 2, 1, into your press. So again, straight down into that press. If you need some support, put your hand on your knee, otherwise squeeze your stomach as we drive that bell above the head, and then we're folding the elbow back down to the ribs. Think of the folding the elbow down as opposed to dropping the weight down. 10 seconds, then we're up, and we're into our 3rd round. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straight into those swings. There is no need to go for a walk around the room and put the bell down and scratch your nose and then grab some water and pet the dog. You just go straight into swings from overhead press. Whew, this is round 3 of 4. 4 rounds will ensure we got 6 minutes. 3 seconds, we're back to rear lunge. 2, 1, rear lunge. Shoulder it, kick it back, drop. Shoulder it, kick it back, drop. Whew. And we're alternating, or we're going single side, it's up to you, as long as you keep moving in those rear lunges. 15 seconds, and then you're going to be down, knee on floor, press above head. Keep that going. Earn that 30-second break. 3, 2, 1. Overhead press. So I'm starting to feel that on my shoulders now. So I've got to really start getting as much help as possible without swinging the body, and that means squeezing the stomach muscles. So if I'm dropping my elbow low, I'm folding my shoulder back and down, squeezing my core to allow me to push from a solid surface to get that bell above the head. 3 seconds, back to swings. 2, 1, back into our swings. Let's go. It should literally be seamless coming out of the press into the swing. So this is our 4th round of kettlebell swings, and then after that there are no more swings today. We're going to go into our rear lunges for the last time in 10 seconds, and then we're going to go into our overhead press for the last time after that. Whew. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, rear lunge. So again, keep moving with perfect posture, perfect technique. Don't worry about the tempo, because the range of movement will ensure that the correct muscles, joints, tendons, ligaments, and all the other supporting structure are working fully. If you half-ass the rep, you half-ass the result. 3, 2, 1, knee down press. Stay with me on the transition, guys. It should be seamless. In 22 seconds, you've got a 30-second window. And it's about now you realize, oh crap, I was taking too long changing. I'm actually not as tired as I thought I would be. So now, have I justified my 30-second break? 5 seconds, only you can answer that. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. You got 30 seconds. Spend it any way you want. So now in 25 seconds, we're onto the floor. We're gonna do hurdles. So our legs are gonna be nice and straight. We're gonna go over and back for 30 seconds. Then it's gonna be floor to bell crunch, and then it's gonna be thread the needle either side. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lean back lightly. 1, hurdles, straight legs, let's go. Whew. So you've had your 30-second rest. Can't complain. So we're going as light as we can on the heels against the floor. We're putting all the emphasis on the core. The wider you go to each side, the more you're going to get those obliques. So play around with the range on which you reach either side, but don't compromise your technique. 3 seconds, then we're going to go into a crunch. 2, 1, bend knees, touch floor beyond your head, sit up and touch the bell. So we're trying not to swing the arms. We're trying to focus on the core, lifting the shoulder blades up and off the floor, and only then do the arms start to move towards the bell. So don't be that person who swings their arms, because then you're going to get nothing from the core work, except that momentum lifting you up. 6 seconds, then we're going to prop ourselves back up, and we're going to thread the needle, 2 legs either side of the bell. 2, 1, prop up, into chest, back out, into chest, other side. Good, so we're trying to lean back, engage the core, resting the heels very lightly when the legs are fully extended to give those hip flexors a breather. In 15 seconds, we're back into hurdles. Whew, I'm already starting to feel it on my core and the tops of my thighs into my hip flexors. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go hurdles. Over tip, back tip. And again, the focus of this movement is the core. So if you're not feeling it on your core, adjust your posture, adjust your technique accordingly in order to feel that targeting on your stomach muscles and your stabilizing muscles. 10 seconds, we're going back to our crunch. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie back, floor to bell. Again, it doesn't take you 5 seconds to lie down. Literally all you gotta do is pull the hands out of the way and you're on the floor. Half a second tops to lie back down from a leaning back position. 12 seconds, then we're gonna thread the needle, after which you're halfway through the core round. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Prop yourself up, thread the needle. Knees either side, into chest, knees back to the other side. And again, make those relevant changes and adjustments to the technique and posture as you go, because we want to target core. And there's no point in seeing me do it and you following me and not knowing what area you should be feeling it on. Because that way you're just following blindly, you're not actually getting what you want out of it. 2, 1, hurdles, let's go. So I'm telling you, where you should be feeling it, and you have to make the necessary adjustments and changes to hit that area, because everybody biomechanically is different. So yes, the overall movement looks the same, but the subtleties are different for everyone. Whew. Where you feel it, Nick? Across the middle of your tummy though, right? Not the middle of your face or the middle of your foot or something. 3, 2, 1, crunch. Let's go. Whew. Third round of 4. If necessary, slow it down, but the focus should always be targeting those stomach muscles. Whew. That's it. Oh, nice work, guys. 10 seconds, and then we're going to thread the needle either side of that bell, followed by the last round of all 3 exercises. 3, 2, 1. Up we get, thread the needle. And again, you got to keep moving. Whew. In, out to the side, tip. In, out to the side, tip. And focus and visualize what's going on the core. Oh, this is getting tough. 12 seconds, 11, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch the bell, let's go. Oh, sorry, turtles, my fault. See, that's what happens when all the blood's in your stomach muscles, as opposed to where it's supposed to be in your brain. So again, hurdles, all the way over, all the way back. And I caught you just as you were screaming at the screen, just in time. Wow. Oh, I'm feeling across the middle of my stomach and then into the sides. 3, 2, 1. Now it's touch floor, touch bell. Touch floor, touch bell. Keep that going. Touch floor, touch bell. Whew. So after the thread the needle on this, we're going to go into sumo deadlift tie pull. We're then going to go push press, and then we're going to go squat. So again, one leads into the next. 6 seconds, so we're going to thread the needle to finish off this round. 5, 4, but you get 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Thread the needle, let's go. So in 28 seconds, you guys get a 30-second break. Oh, quick drink. Oh, shout an order at the kids. Press send on an email. If you have the chance, give me a comment. Let me know how you're getting on with an emoji. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've just earned 30 seconds rest. Well done. So while you're having your break, have a look. You get 30 seconds, I don't necessarily get it. So we're going into sumo deadlift high pull next. Drive the floor away, pull to the chin. After sumo deadlift high pull, you're going to go straight into push press. And after your push press, you're going to go straight into squat. So we're keeping the feet the same at all times on the floor. 7 seconds, grab your bell. 6, 5, 4, 3. Hanging that bell between your knees. 2, down to the floor. 1, let's go. Drive, pull to the chin, down, change. So I shouldn't say pull to the chin, because that gives you a false example of how that bell moves. That bell should be driven to the chin by the leg and hip extension. And then if you want to alternate as you go, that's fine. Or you want to go one side entirely, that's fine. But we got to keep the tempo at a constant with perfect technique. 3 seconds is on the shoulder. 2, 1, up onto the shoulder, push press. And a push press is started by the hips, not the knees. So stick your ass out like you're shutting a door, and then snap the hips back into place. You are not breaking at the knees, you're breaking at the hips. Whew. 12 seconds, and then we're going into squats. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squats. So you can see how the push press leads straight into your squats, because your feet are the same width for your sumo deadlift high pull as they are for your push press, as they are for your squats. Whew. So in 14 seconds, we're into round 2, sumo deadlift high pull. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, full surface area on the soles of the feet. 3, 2, 1, sumo deadlift high pull. Let's go. So we're down, driving the floor away, steering that bell to your chin, maintaining posture on the shoulder blades, full surface area on the floor with the feet. Posture is perfect, knees are out to the side, everything's gravy. 10 seconds, that bell is going to finish on the shoulder, and you're going to go into push press above the head. 3, 2, 1, push press, let's go. So again, hips back, snap the hips back into place, steer the bell above the head. It does not have to be crazy fast, because when it is crazy fast, you start breaking through the knees to take a shortcut. Use the hips. We lift with our ass in 90% of situations. 4 seconds, squats. 3, 2, 1, squats. Hips back and down, push the floor away. Hips back and down, push the floor away. Oh, there we go. Nice work, guys. So at the end of our squats, we are halfway through, and we're going back into our sumo deadlift high pull. Whew. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sumo deadlift high pull. And again, the only difference between a squat and a sumo deadlift high pull when you're transitioning is you let the bell come off the shoulder. Other than that, feet don't have to move. You don't need a drink of water. You don't need to talk to anybody. You just got to keep going. So it's up to you how hard you're going to push. Whew. And in this case, continuously and aggressively with perfect posture. That's how you're going to push. 2, 1, push press, let's go. So again, you can see the 3 exercises are set up to coincide with each other transition wise, which allows you to build up that rest time and achieve it or capitalize it at the end of the 6 minutes. So this is our 3rd round of 4. 5 seconds, squats are coming. 3, 2, 1, squat. So big inhale on the way down, brace your core. Exhale, push the floor away. Corkscrew style through the sole of the foot. Shoulder blades are pinned back. Stomach is nice and tight. Hips are nice and low, allowing you to get full range of movement on the ankle, knee, hip joints. 10 seconds, and then we're into our last round, starting with sumo deadlift high pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sumo deadlift, and it's up to the chin. Sumo deadlift, up to the chin. And you keep moving with that posture. The perfect posture to which you're accustomed in moving. 15 seconds. It's a warm one in Dublin today. Whew. Nice work, guys. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5 seconds. We're in push press. Remember, use your hips. 3, 2, 1, and push press. And again, it's the hips, it's not the knees. And how do you know if you're using the hips and over the knees? Because you'll feel it on your core and you'll feel it on the outside of your butt cheeks. If you're using knees, your knees are going to tip forward and you eventually will feel it on the knees. 10 seconds, and then it's squats, followed by a breather. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, squats. Nice work. So you are 27 seconds away from a 30-second breather. So keep moving. Stick ass out, sit ass down, corkscrew soles of feet into floor, aggressively stand tall, bracing your core and the shoulder blades. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You just earned another 30 seconds. Take a breather. In through nose, out through mouth. So we're going to go into 2 exercises now. Russian twists on the kettlebells, followed by right arm sky reacher, and then that's going to be left arm sky reacher. 15 seconds. We'll start with the Russian twists. 10 seconds. Sit down, lean back, heels very light on the floor. Don't take the piss with your break. Stay rigid. 3, 2, stay honest. 1, let's go. Twist over, twist back. And with the core, the slower you go, with the emphasis on the stomach muscles and the core as a whole, the better. There is no requirement to go crazy high tempo on the core exercises. 12 seconds, 11, 10, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bell in the right hand, sit up, punch the sky. Let's go. And again, all you gotta do to get from your Russian twist into your oblique sky reacher is lie back and remove one hand. And then everything else takes care of itself. So I'm already very conscious of my stomach muscles. I'm keeping an eye on those two knees. I'm trying my hardest to not let the knees collapse towards each other. Ready to change and down, change hands and go. So again, trying to keep our transition to an absolute minimum, if not seamless, window. 15 seconds, and then you're sitting up and you're back into those Russian twists for round 2. 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, great work guys, stay with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, lean back, twist. Look at that, seamless. Who's staying with me on the Russian twists from oblique sky reachers? Woo! This is very tough on my core. I'm also feeling it through my shoulders because I'm load bearing. We're gonna be hitting those shoulders later on again. 10 seconds, and then you're gonna lie back and go into our second round on both sides of oblique sky reachers. 3, 2, 1. Let's go straight in oblique sky reachers. Seamless transition. Woo! And we are not compromising our technique. We are focusing on getting up perfectly and then lowering ourselves down under control. We're not just dropping to the floor with a ridiculously high half-assed tempo. We are going under control to brace that core as much as possible. 7 seconds, you're going to go to the left hand in the sky. 3, 2, 1, change and go. So while you're doing this, guys, remember the focus here, again, primarily is on the stomach, but with an emphasis to one side of the stomach as you're coming up and twisting. Dial in the exercise, dial in the technique in order to focus on the specific muscle groups. Round 3 of Russian twists coming up in 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Russian twists, 1, up and twist. Let's go. It's our second last round of Russian twists. We have 2 under our belt. We're going into our third. And again, posture on the shoulder blades. Full rotation. Don't just swing the bell left and right. Physically turn your body left and right, like you're looking over your shoulder behind you. 7 seconds, we're going into our oblique sky reacher. 4, 3, right hand holding in 2, 1. Right hand hold, sit up, left hand on floor. Woo! And that left hand is our rotational point, our fulcrum. We've got 20 seconds, and then we're going into our third round on the other side. Remember, 4 rounds equals a 30-second rest between blocks. Remember, we are focusing on our stomach muscles acting to pull us up. We're not using momentum. 3, 2, 1, and change. Remember, common sense dictates we don't change a heavy weight directly above our face because that's just silly. And I've said it before, if you're going to transfer a weight into your other hand, do it where you're in a safe area and it's not in a position to fall and hurt you, or where you can't actually see it. So for example, kettlebell swing, you do it in front of the eyes, not between the knees. Last set of Russian twists in 2, 1. Up we get, and twist. A low core. That's it, nice work guys. So those shoulders are gonna get another beating in the next block of exercises. It's gonna be a front press, it's gonna be a single arm row, and then it's gonna be a single leg deadlift. 10 seconds, we're into our last round, left and right, or right and left I should say, on the sky reachers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sitting up, pushing it to the sky. You are not punching it to the sky with the bent elbow. You're keeping your arms straight throughout, pointed to the sky. And it's the crunch on the abs and the twist on the oblique that brings you up and across, and then you load them on the way back down as you're controlling your descent. And you are constantly making small, minute adjustments at all times with your technique and posture. 3, 2, 1. Safely change and go. So remember, your brain is running the show. Your body is the brainless idiot being told what to do. If you stop using your brain, the brainless idiot takes over, and God knows what happens. 10 seconds, you get a 30-second window of rest. So you gotta stay switched on. You gotta keep issuing commands from the brain down to the muscles. 3, 2, 1, and up we get. Rest 30 seconds. Well done, guys. We have 2 more 6-minute blocks, and then we are done for our Wednesday. So we're gonna go front press, then we're gonna go single arm row, then we're gonna go single leg RDL. So front press is out and back, 30 seconds, simple as that. 10 seconds to go. And then we're gonna go into bent over row. 7 seconds, you all right, Nick?
Very hard about that.
She okay? One of the kids fell off her bike. Let's go. Fully extend, squeeze core back in. Fully extend, squeeze core back in. So nothing else moves except those arms. And the fact that just the arms are moving doesn't mean that the other muscles aren't working. If anything, the arms are taking the least to work. It's the core, it's the shoulder blades that have got to stay absolutely pinned back. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Over we get. Single arm row. Start that long more. I'm alternating and I'm not swinging my body up and down. If anything, I'm going slower with my reps to emphasize my lats contracting. I'm staying over with my shoulder blades pinned back like a tennis ball is between them. I'm driving my chest forward. I've got my knees soft. I got my ass pushed out the back. My hamstrings, my glutes, my middle back, my core is holding me up. 3 seconds with the single leg Romanian deadlift, and up we get. Single leg RDL, up and change. Single leg RDL, don't fall over like me, up and change. So I'm alternating, and if necessary, slow it down and put your hand on a surface nearby in order to maintain that posture. Other than that, keep moving. 8 seconds, and then we're into our chest press again. 3, 2, 1, bell up and pass it out, bring it in. Simple as that. Those 3 exercises, 4 times a piece, 30 seconds to go, and emphasis is on squeezing the core and not letting the body swing. Oh, imagine you're in a body cast from the armpits down, and the only part of you that can work are the arms. The core has to brace and do the job that the body cast would be doing. 3 seconds, single arm row. 2, 1, down we get. Posture, squeeze your abs, pull from the lat. Squeeze your abs, pull from the lat. And then you release from the lat, under control. And that bell is not swinging because this is an isolation exercise, targeting the lat, the abs, the core, the hamstrings, the glutes, the shoulders, the biceps, the forearms, and also getting your metabolic rate spiked in your cardio. And single leg RDL, let's go. Doesn't matter if you're alternating between or if you're going single leg for the duration of one side. It's entirely up to you. If you're alternating, make sure you fully finish upright before you go into the next rep. Because what will happen is you'll come up halfway, you'll transfer into the other hand, you'll start swinging, and then all of a sudden everything goes to pot and you get nothing from your workout. 3 seconds, we're into our third round of chest press. 2, 1, and out and in. Out and in. This is good, guys. We're going to be combining this in our last block of core with a squat. So our last block of core is going to be full body work, which really targets the abs and the stability of the body. 8 seconds, single arm row. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we get, perfect posture. Squeeze your core, squeeze your lat, draw it in. Squeeze your core, squeeze your lat, draw it in. And remember, if you need to slow it down, slow it down. I would prefer you worked half the tempo with perfect technique than twice as fast with a half-assed technique. 10 seconds to go. Once you get the technique dialed in, keep moving. 3, 2, 1. Single leg RDL, let's go. And as you get tired, don't just drop the head, raise the leg as high as you can, but keeping the head up as high as possible. Your depth in front is governed by the height of the back leg. So you're actually trying to keep your head as high as possible, but the fact that the back leg is raising high means you're going over. But that ensures you maintain that parallel angle with the floor. Last set of chest press in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 4th round. Out, in, squeeze core throughout. So I'm starting to feel this, number 1 on my shoulders, but number 2, all the way around my waist, as if like as a corset or a big belt around my midriff. So I'm really squeezing my core as I'm passing it out at chest height, and then drawing it back in. Ready to go, single arm row in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, single arm row. And again, we're relying on that same posture, that same core to keep you honest in this posture, in this position. Whew. So the next 3 exercises we're going to be going into are windmills, wood chops, and then counterbalance squats. So we're going to be bringing in the same front press, but combining it with the bottom of a squat. But first you get your 30-second breather after our RDL, which is now. Let's go. Romanian deadlift. So if you're doing this right, you should be feeling it from the top of your back, down between your shoulder blades, into the middle of your back, that's the biggest area, and then kicking into the small of your back. So remember what I said on the last round, keep the chest driven out, head up as high as possible, and the head is only going over as the leg lifts. You're not facilitating the leg with the head, it's the other way around. And rest, 30 seconds. Woo, okay. We have 6 minutes left to our finish line. And you guys are I can't even speak. You guys, in 15 seconds, are going into windmills on the right-hand side. 10 seconds. 8, 7, bell up above the head, right hand. 5, 4, feet nice and wide. 3, left hand on the inside of your left leg. 1, let's go. Run your hand down the inside of your leg, up, twist back to center. Big inhale, brace your core, up, twist back to center. And remember, you only go as low as your technique and posture will allow. So if that bell above your head starts to tip forward, imagine it's a full glass of water on a tray, then you want to stop. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go left side windmill. Stay with it. Let's go. Straight in. So after our left side windmill, we're going to go straight back to the right side again. We are really focusing on the windmill because after the windmill, we're going to be going into our wood chops. Whew. That's it, guys. Nice work. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. Straight back to the other side. 1 and go. Right side up. Stay with me. It'll make sense once you start to get into the absolute horror that is a counterbalance squat. And the counterbalance squat is going to be our finisher. Whew. Stay with me. 15 seconds. We're going to go back to the left side. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5 seconds. Counterbalance, left side, then counterbalance. 2, 1. Change left side. Up we get. So what we're going to go now, as soon as this is finished, we're going to grab the bell with 2 hands. We're going to hold it on our chest. We're going to drop into a squat. And as you are dropping into your squat, you're giving that bell out in front, a press out in front, until you're at the bottom of the squat. When you get to the bottom of the squat, your arms are fully extended. As you're coming up out of the squat, you draw the arms back in. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hips back and down, bell out. Hips up, bell in. Hips back and down, bell out. Hips up, bell in. Brace that core. Nice work. Stick ass out, sit ass down, up and in. Woo. 12 seconds, and then you're gonna put that bell on your right hip pocket, and we're gonna throw it over our left shoulder. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, wood chops. Up and over left shoulder. Don't forget to throw the hip around. Straighter the arms, the better, because there's more emphasis on the obliques. Don't forget to lift that foot off the floor and rotate on the toe. Whew. That's the one. Excellent work, guys. We're going back to our counterbalance after this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to your counterbalance. Let's go. Hips back and down. Drive the knees out at the bottom. Keep the knees pushed out as you squeeze your abs and drive the floor away. Slower the better. 15 seconds, and then we're going to throw from the left hip, over the right shoulder. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hip, right shoulder. Let's go. And straighten out those arms as much, as you can. So we're throwing the hip, the arms are being drawn around by the bell, and then your abs are putting the brakes on. Don't just mindlessly throw the bell over your shoulder. Rotate your hips. 10 seconds, and then you're back, and we're gonna go right side, hip pocket over left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, change direction. We're taking that counterbalance squat out of it now. That's the one, guys. Keep her going. 20 seconds. 15 seconds, and we're gonna change direction. Left hip, right shoulder, last time on the wood chops. 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change, left hip, right shoulder, let's go. So, at the end of this 30-second window, we're gonna go windmills for 30 on the right to finish, windmills for 30 on the left to finish. If I was to throw counterbalance in there, I would be a cruel master. But I'm not doing that. 12 seconds, keep moving. Remember, emphasis is on your core. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand above the head, let's go. You are now inside the last 60 minutes of your Wednesday, 60 minutes. She very quickly said seconds. 60 seconds of your Wednesday workout. 15 seconds to this round, and then we're changing to the left to finish it all off. 10 seconds, but that does not mean we compromise technique. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, change hands, and let's go. Stay with me, guys. You have the last 25 seconds to go. There we go, 20 seconds. 18, 17, 16. Emphasis here is on the core and also on the shoulder stability. 10 seconds left. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Nick, describe that workout in one word. Go. And rest. Tiring. Sweaty. Okay. Okay. Take a breather, guys. Put your bell down. Control your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Ed Sheeran, official top 20. Really? For a workout? Okay. How are we feeling, guys? Serious amount of core in there. You got your 6 minutes, you earn your 30 seconds. So the whole idea there is you're justifying your rest period. Control your breathing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we are gonna go into our cool down stretches. So let's get into a passive stretch. Feet nice and wide like we did yesterday. Soft knees, put your weight on your heels. Stick your butt out the back and just drop the arms to the floor. Let the shoulder blades just open up. Let the arms just dangle and traction from the shoulder sockets. Controlling the breathing, in through nose, out through mouth. And just slowing the heart rate down as much as we can. Controlling the breathing. Whew. That's the one. Okay, so we're going to keep our left hand on the floor and we're going to rotate our right arm to the sky and we're going to hold it there. We're not going to let the knees fall in towards the middle. We're going to keep the knees pushed out to the side, but we're not going to roll the feet to accommodate. We're just going to keep the knees pushed out. And then we're going to bring that hand down and change. Big rotation. Oh, don't you want me around the corner, Nick?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, a couple more seconds and then we're going to go into a lunge and stretch out our hip flexors. 3, 2, 1, and into a lunge. Drop your knees to the floor, interlock the fingers, hands behind the head, and drive your hip forward. So we're looking to stretch out the hip flexor. So my left knee is on the floor, so I'm stretching out my left hip flexor, so that's the middle of my left thigh, up through my belt line into my lower stomach. Relaxing my butt cheek on the left hand side and letting my body just fall into it. And then let's change other side. My right knee is now on the floor. That's it. Control the breathing, in through nose, out through mouth, slowing the heart rate down. What kind of music do you guys listen to when you're training? Ed Sheeran is definitely not high on my list.
It's not on mine.
Neither is Justin bloody Bieber when they do a collaborative. Okay, up we come. We're going to drop the right hand down the back in between the shoulder blades, left on the elbow, and stretch out that core. In through nose, out through mouth. And then we're going to change last time, other side. Nadine Hobbs, liked that format, but as Nessa would say, shocking. Thanks, you're welcome, Nadine. Back to center, guys. Big breath in through nose. Bloody COVID hair, it's growing into my brain. Okay, hurdles plus thread the needle are awful. Yes, they are, but they're good now after you're finished, right? Yeah, you're right, teens. You're very welcome, Rona. Welcome, Dara. Welcome, Mooney. Guys, so that is the end of day Wednesday. Time flew, it did. It went by really fast. Epic. Still aching from yesterday. That's good. Midsummer magic. Thanks, guys. You're very welcome. So, hump day, Wednesday. Hey, regardless of whether we're at home working or in the office working or we got the kids or whatever, it's still hump day. It's the middle of the week. We got to get over that. So, enjoy that session again if you want over the weekend. Bring it with you. Like, tag, share. Again, it's free for you guys to use. So, we really appreciate it if you liked, tagged, and shared it on social media. Get the awareness out. Okay, guys, until then, I will see you tomorrow, Thursday. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.